Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium as a couple teams square off in a game that is often filled with hijinks and fun. The Duke's Mayo Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will go to work first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles. But today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a double.
Looking to throw, it's Sayed. Wide open downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State, the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars.
Oh, he's got some space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Any speculation about Ryan Day's future, even after the loss to Michigan, was patently ridiculous. But now they've won the national championship, and he is safe in the toast of the town, at least until they play Michigan.
No doubt. Toast of the town till the next game. Obviously, high standards in Columbus. They won a national championship. Palmer, they got hot, absolutely scorching hot last year down the stretch at the right time.
And they have one of the most exciting players in all of college football in Jeremiah Smith at wide receiver. I can't wait to see what this guy does. Now only a true sophomore. He is built different, and he is going to ball.
Caught over the middle. It's Tate. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Penn don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Finds him out of the backfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Sayin. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Second and goal coming up. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Ohio State. They grab the early lead.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So New Mexico's offense will go to work for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Back to throw, it's Hills. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bowl. It's guys flying around, giving great effort, and getting to the football. But it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position. And right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make it.
He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Globals will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at 34.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
Hey, he barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver at his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. That's at the 21. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. On the run, it's Peoples. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Let's send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
The pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Lobos line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute goals.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. On target over the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The option look. The pitch. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Great job by the back on the option.
It looks like the offense just had the defense confused on that option play. Nobody accounting for the pitch man. The running back able to walk in.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. They've got nothing done so far. They already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do? Sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
On the move at the 30. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Off-play action on first down. Under fire. And the defense got it at the 27. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
Look out, he's got room. Looking for room at the 40. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's first and 10. To the air, it's Hills. The throw. Makes the grab, it's Buckley. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Didn't get much on first down. 9. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To the air on first down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. This one's complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Caught in the backfield, it's Donaldson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Donaldson. They pick up the first down, they'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires it incomplete.
Man, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Intercepted, number 19. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break through. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the starter.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the shotgun, the inside give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, on paper, we wondered what this matchup might look like, and through 2 quarters of ball in the Dukes-Mayo kickoff game, it's been an ideal way to tee up the new season. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half in the Dukes-Mayo Bowl.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Hills. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
The Lobos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Set to kick off.
Got a little space.
Returner is tackled down at the 34. And your Ohio State Buckeyes will take
The
over.
Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, you just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree. And if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game, punctuating the season.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense getting set for first down. Toss sweep to the right. Got enough for the first down. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Sayin. They're working that left side. Makes the grab and knock. That play. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play
got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that's why it's so tough to stop an option offense in plays like this, because defensively you've got to be so good with your assignments. Someone needs the dive. Someone needs the quarterback. Who's got the pitch man? That time nobody on defense had the answer.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
To the air, it's Hills. There's a heat. And the defense got him at the 27.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed, his bend, and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks. There's still a lot of football to play.
And the Lobos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rush is on him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little bit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, great zone coverage in the back end by this defense. A lot of eyeballs on the quarterback. Great job. The ball comes out, and you can see, Jesse, that defensive secondary on a string, break on the football, and they go force the INT.
And that's what this defense wants to do. They want to win first and second down, bring their dime personnel on the field third and long, play that zone defense. There's nowhere for you to throw the football.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give.
Defense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Yeah, and the QB never wants to miss inside on an out route, right? You got to throw it to the sidelines. Don't let anybody undercut that, go make a big play. And he did. He put it outside, put it on the money. I think the receiver needs to do a little better job. They got to secure that catch. He was open enough to make that play.
Oh, they're after him. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Lobos will bring the punt team onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Takes it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. It's complete to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. Guided out of bounds and the 22. Good play for this offense as they are trending to score. The Buckeyes getting set on first and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. This time they'll go to the running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to pass on second down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll bring it out. It's Miller. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Powers through the defender. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe they're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Lobos will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Finds his man. It's McKinney. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. Now on second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback. I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track of 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Lobos will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen. getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Trying the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Pulls it in. It's Smith. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Motion from the wideout. They want that clock to run. He's not going to make it. What a job on this defense to stop him in his tracks.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Buckeyes come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. They'll try to sneak it.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red snoop, quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Lobos! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on 3rd down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
That's caught. It's Tate. Breaks into the open. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield. 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Going up top again. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Then how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Grab near the marker. It's Smith. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead. Shows up with another big one. That one.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defense in the game.
Bringing the heat. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down.
Well, and that last two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Sets up the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games, so you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. While this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score, so they might try to score again. They'll move the wide receiver. Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on first and goal. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking the deep shot. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.